Thank you. Perhaps the starting point is this: the order. I accordingly make the following order: the relief sought in prayers 2 and 3 of the applicant's notice of motion dated 18 February 2026 is refused. The reasons will be handed out hopefully after the T adjournment. I requested the commission's researchers to dot the I's and cross the T's, because I did not have much time to do the editing myself. So I hope it will be ready after the tea break. That is the order. Is this the order? I accordingly make the following order: the relief sought in prayers 2 and 3 of the applicant's notice of motion dated 18 February 2026 is refused. The reasons will be handed out hopefully after the T adjournment. I requested the commission's researchers to dot the I's and cross the T's, because I did not have much time to do the editing myself. So I hope it will be ready after the tea break. That is the order.
In Pretoria, the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry is expected to resume its sitting with a ruling on whether controversial Northwest businessman Suleiman Carrim's testimony will be heard in camera or not. Now, his lawyers have argued that he's under surveillance and has received death threats. But evidence leader Adila Hassim has argued that the alleged threats have not been linked to his appearance at the commission. Carrim's testimony is scheduled to take place between today and tomorrow. Iman Repeti, Zianda Ngobo, live for us from Pretoria, ahead of those proceedings today. And I suppose today's proceedings really hinge on what it is that Judge Mbuyiseli Madlanga will be saying with regards to Suleiman Carrim's testimony, and whether that will happen or not, and the significance thereof.
Good morning again, Arabella, and good morning to our 405 Nation for this 8 o'clock scene setter into our expectations from the Madlanga Commission today. Controversial Northwest businessman Suleiman Carrim, as we know, has been reticent from the start. Some have styled him a reluctant witness to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, related to up to an estimated 2.4 million rand in gratuities that he's alleged to have received from alleged crime kingpin Vusimusi Kat Matlala with regard to his Medicare contract right here in the capital city. That judgment is expected to explain how the commission is going to deal with his bid to give his testimony in camera. We already know who he is. We already know through the highly publicized bid to have his testimony interdicted exactly what he's expected to tell the commission. So let's pick up that with Zianda Ngobo, who is inside the Justice College this morning. Again, Zianda, just share with us just the journey to hear how the commission is treating his bid for secrecy, particularly given the concerns that he's raised about threats, alleged threats against his family. It didn't seem as if the commission essentially believed the argument that he was making around threats. Adila Hassim, evidence leader, already saying that they had offered him the option to have personal security. But all this will connect in what Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga is going to say and make that announcement at 9:30 this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Iman. Certainly the issue around how Carrim justifies this threat. In other words, where does he think this threat comes from? Who does he believe this threat is coming from? That's largely what the commission wanted to hear last Friday when his lawyers, and in particular Advocate Kameel Premhid, were before the Commission of Inquiry. And this point that you've just raised around how Adila Hassim, the evidence leader, had said that this commission Commission had offered security to Suleiman Carrim, which Premhid denied after getting advised by his attorney that this would have been the preferred option, because this commission then would have been able to conduct a threat and risk assessment that would have been able to then determine and give the factors which would be the foundation upon which he believes his life, his family, and his business interests are under threat. There's also the issue around, the timing of it all, because he missed the deadline to submit his papers because his lawyers were pushing to actually have the commission make a determination on whether or not the application for that in-camera application, rather they wanted an application for secrecy. So even hearing the reasons behind why the in-camera application, they wanted that to be in camera too. So it was almost like an application within an application, Iman. The issues really, the timing around this is what Advocate Kameel Premhid was raising, because as we would have heard from Ceci Beloy, one of the commissioners, she said at this stage there's no evidence to prove that this threat is directly linked to Suleiman Carrim appearing before this commission. It could be related to his business interests, it could be related to his ANC membership, and this was a question that she raised sharply, but Premhid pushing back to say, if you look at the timing and the actual texts that were sent, he read one of the texts wherein what the message says something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing here, that when you go to Madlanga with your ice boy, we will take care, we will deal with your businesses at home. In other words, while he is here, his business interests will be under threat. So it will be interesting to hear the considerations that the commission, in particular through the chairperson, Mbuyiseli Madlanga, what they believe or don't believe insofar as now granting the ruling for that in-camera application.
No, thank you, Chair. Just for the record then, our client is waiting in the new holding pen, and I don't know, I assume the Commission will attend to bringing him down here as and when.
Shouldn't we...
Could we adjourn for...
Adjourn and wait for an indication that everything is ready?
That would be appreciated, Chair.
Chair, before
yes,
we may do so, I'm sorry to be so interruptive right out of the starting gate. I understand that my learned friend, I raised an issue with my learned friend regarding the witness and the need for comfort breaks, obviously subject to your discretion. I've explained the reasons to my learned friend, which I will not be reiterating in public in this way. So, safe to say that the personal circumstances of the witness might require comfort breaks and accommodation, and if he indicates as much, then we'll be in your hands, please, Chair.
All right. There's no way we would stand in the way of that. Do you have any idea, based perhaps on the history, in quotation marks, as to what the intervals are like?
Might I take an instruction?
Yes.
Chair, I'm told anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half is the interval period, but obviously extenuating circumstances may mean it's sooner, it may mean it's later, but I think it's just to say it's not going to be every 5 minutes, it's going to be for chunks of time that he might just need to be accommodated.
Let's see how things go.
Thank you, Chair, I'm indebted.
During the break, it was brought to our attention that there was an altercation inside the auditorium. It has also since been brought to our attention that this is now all over television. For the record, I think in the light of the broadcast, I should bring it to the public that we called all the legal representatives outside, and we were briefly advised as to what had taken place. But most importantly, Mr. Premhid tendered an unequivocal apology to the Commission Secretary, which the Commission Secretary accepted. I think we should leave it there. Thank you all. Mr. Shaskalsin?
Thank you, Chair. If we're going to go on record, I should also...
Yes, yes, Mr. Bana.
Are we simply going on record because there's something that we want to deal with? So we're all on record.
Oh, I forgot because there's now an additional counsel. I think there is a need for the formality for you, Mr. Bana, to place yourself on record.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Rafiq Bana, Chair, and I appear with my legal team who will be introduced previously, Mr. Kameel Premhid and Brandon Placey on behalf of the witness, instructed by Mr. Teo.
Thank you, thank you. Was there an issue you wish to raise?
Yes, I'm not sure what Mr. Chaskelson wanted to deal with. Perhaps he could just deal with what he needed.
Or just a minute. Commissioner Baloyi is saying she got the sense that Mr. Shaskalsin wanted to say something about...
No, Chair, if things are going to be said publicly, I need to place on record that I behaved rudely to the legal team of Mr. Carrim before that altercation. I apologize for that.
Thank you very much for the apology. Is it accepted?
Yes, we have no issue with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks, Commissioner Baloyi, for bringing that.